Ladies and gentlemen, since being appointed Minister of Human Services in December, my priority has been to set accountability, transparency, quality assurance as benchmarks for the ministry. As I've said from the beginning, we're not going to sit and wait for perfection. If there's things we can do to make progress, we need to do them. We need to start doing them immediately. We're building a system of continuous improvement, and we are focused on action. This approach is helping to ensure that we have the best possible services for vulnerable children and families. The bill I introduced this afternoon is another step in support of our 5-point plan to build even stronger child intervention services. Our plan focuses on information sharing, addressing root causes that bring children into care, and supporting research to improve services to children and their families. In the last 4 months, we've made a lot of progress. We began by releasing an unprecedented amount of data relating to children in care, launched 4 new parent link centers in 2 satellite locations to support high-risk families, invested an additional $5 million towards mental health supports for vulnerable children and youth, especially young people coming into care. Recently, we've signed an agreement with the Calgary Police Service to expedite police checks and enhance information sharing so that we can keep children with family and community, and we can expedite that process. We're working with our partners to extend supports for young adults receiving services from the child intervention system by 2 years, from 22 to 24, and that's something that I was motivated by the words of these young women at the round table to do. And we are launching a provincial challenge to encourage all Albertans to step up as mentors to ensure that every vulnerable child who needs a positive influence in their life has access to a mentor. These are action steps, and today's introduction of amendments continues our journey towards a better system of support for children and families. Now, I have said from day one, I did not like the way the publication ban sat. That's why this bill will amend the legislation so that the ban no longer applies to deceased children. It would enable the name and photograph of children who have passed away and their parents or guardians to be published. It would also empower families to speak publicly about their children and share their stories and viewpoints about their involvement with the child intervention system. Our government believes that it is the basic right of each and every one to express grief publicly or to protect privacy in a period of tremendous stress. This is not a decision for the government to make. It is one for families, for children, those closest to children to make in the best interest of children. Another focus of this bill is to ensure that Albertans are confident that our province has a leading system to support children in care. Confidence is built upon knowledge and access to information about how the system works. Quality assurance activities provide a better understanding of what has been working well for children and families and what needs improvement. Having the Council for Quality Assurance be able to appoint an expert committee for quality assurance will be very helpful in achieving this. And ensuring that the Council provides a public annual report that will also serve as a way of demonstrating progress in implementing recommendations and improvements related to quality assurance. Another area where more public information will be available is that the Director will release information about findings and recommendations resulting from internal quality assurance activities. With this provision, the plan is to establish a good, solid standard for data sharing about child intervention services. This will be the most comprehensive and integrated data set on a provincial child intervention system in Canada. Through the recent release by our Ministry of data related to the deaths of children and youth known to the child intervention system, I became aware that a number of deaths happened post-involvement, enabling the child advocate to conduct investigations for this subgroup of children and youth may bring light to changes and enhancements we need to make to our services. Anything we can do to make improvements based on data, research, and learnings from incidents is a good thing. And the amendments introduced today will help bring forward the information we need as a government and as citizens of Alberta to create a system that is transparent, accountable, and focused on quality assurance and continuous improvement.